Welcome to miniatures.de, your military miniatures magazine. In this issue, we will equip Airfix 1:76 scale German paratroopers with the missing entrenching tool. The blade of the entrenching tool will be made from polystyrol sheet taken from a recycled flower pot. We cut 2 strips of 2.6 millimeters width from this material and cut these up into sections 2 millimeters wide. At this stage, it's not important to pre-measure every cut. We will just use the best pieces when we need them later. The entrenching tool handle and the bayonet attached to it will be made from one staple, because it saves time and it will be much more robust than if we made it from 2 separate parts. Since the grommet only overlaps the blade for very little, resulting in a weak join if we try to glue that. The ends of the staple are clipped off. Once there are enough handles and blades, we'll start putting together the entrenching tools using 1 drop of super glue. Dip one handle into the super glue and pick up a blade with it. Make sure the staple extends 1 millimeter beyond the top edge of the blade to represent the handle of the bayonet. To ensure a good bond, the staple needs to be glued on its flat side. The total length of the entrenching tool, that's the handle and the blade, is 55 centimeters, which comes out to 7.2 millimeters in this scale. Using the side cutters again, we shorten the handle accordingly. To attach the entrenching tool to the paratroopers, we use a small amount of green stuff. Mix the green stuff thoroughly and then use a tiny ball of it to attach an entrenching tool to a paratrooper. Any excess green stuff is carefully removed with a modeling tool. The entrenching tool carrier was attached to the belt by slip-on belt loops, so it just hangs at the lower edge of the belt. Once all of the entrenching tools are attached to the paratroopers, the green stuff needs to harden overnight before we can take the next step. The Fallschirmjäger officer is the only one not carrying an entrenching tool. His foxhole will be dug by one of the members of the platoon headquarters section, called Zugtrupp in German, so the officer does not have to worry about that. the buckle strap, which holds the entrenching tool, and the bayonet in place on the entrenching tool carrier is made from self-adhesive label paper. Cut a narrow strip of label, stick it to the underside of the entrenching tool handle, wrap it around the entrenching tool on both sides, and then stick it to the upper side of the entrenching tool carrier. The ends of the strap will be trimmed later. Now just focus on looping it around the handle perfectly. Press the ends of the strap firmly to the entrenching tool blade so that they stay in place until we can fix them with super glue. Putting the buckle strap on actually looks pretty fiddly, but this is the fun part, and it's very rewarding to see how realistic the entrenching tool looks once the strap is in place. Now we carefully tap the strap with a small amount of super glue to harden the paper and make sure that the bond is perfect. Once the super glue has dried completely, it's time to trim the strap with a scalpel on either side of the entrenching tool carrier. Right, and this is what the paratroopers now look like after they've received their new haversacks in the first tutorial and the missing entrenching tool in this one. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website at miniatures.de.